Good late evening, everyone. That was pleasing, wasn't it? A lot of mixed emotions going into the game, and I think we got exactly what we deserved as fans, as a club. It's good to be back, and hey, thank you for waiting, everyone. Obviously, had to get back from the game, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the fan cams going ASAP. So if you want to share a word or 10, join using the link in the chat. We can start having a yarn. How good. How good. The pies are flourishing. That was very, 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 very satisfying. It's been a good week at the Collingwood helm. Oh, maybe not a good week, but a good end to the week, isn't it? So join the fan cams and we'll get you going in a moment. Side bottom, Digsby, mate. Wow. High scoring pies, mate. There is a lot to digest. Too slow, too old, too unfit. Take your pick. Join the fan cams. Kev, you good to go, mate? I can see you on the train. Yep. Brilliant. Let's get the man on.
Mate,
Kevy,
what a win, mate.
talk to me.
What a win. I thought Sadie played really well today. I thought his tackling pressure was good. Remember kicking 3 goals in that first quarter? That was elite. And just thought our speed and our run, I thought was sensational. So yeah, it's very interesting, and we actually put a team away for once, which is good.
I know. It's been a
So
while.
Now arriving at
and we've been to Port Adelaide 3 times in round 1, believe it or not. Their first game in 97, 2011, and obviously this year.
Unreal. Look, it's just it just feels good to sort of cap off a tough week with that type of result, and you could almost share some praises for every player that was out there tonight. I don't think there was a single bad player on that field.
No. And I thought it was a good decision to have Pendles as sub, to be honest. I think there wasn't much of a matchup for him. And to have Howie come off for him, give him time to have minutes. Yeah, it's really good decision by the coaching staff, to be honest. So
Yeah.
looking forward to next week against the Bulldogs, who won tonight, obviously with the scores. But yeah, I'm very upbeat, confident about next week against the Dogs. So looking forward to it.
Yeah. Certainly there was a bit of shock around the G when news came out that Pendles was going to be the sub. And look, I'm sure in the back of our mind, we all probably had some sort of inkling that maybe, just maybe, Pendles could be a sub, or like we never thought he'd be dropped. But yeah, the footage was damning for Pendles at times last week. It's a tough position for them. It was weird. I don't know. It was like it had to be done. Long definitely took his opportunity. He was unbelievable. Like that guy, he had like 7 tackles alone in the first half. I just want to see what he finished on, Kev. Give me one moment, mate. Let's have
You
a
go
look.
for it.
So Ned Long had 24 touches, 7 tackles, and had a few shots on goal. Didn't manage to snag one, but wow, yeah, that was definitely his sort of coming out game, don't you think?
Yeah, he played really well tonight. And the one thing too, like I know I've copped a fair bit tonight from my workmates saying, "Oh, too old, too slow, side bottom." Like Nick Dacos had an average game. It's just like, hey, it doesn't matter. Nick Dacos still played a good game. 26 disposals, you take that any day of the week. I mean, don't forget too, like we have to manage him throughout the week and maybe on field as well, because we don't want him to injure his foot again, put too much pressure on him. So at the end of the day, we have to do what we got to do to make sure that he gets through every single week, training, during playing as well.
Yep. Look, it's good to see that we weren't overly dependent on Nick Dacos tonight, because when we played well last year, it was Nick who was thriving. But tonight, yes, he didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have a high impact game when it comes with what we're accustomed to, what we've been accustomed to the last couple of years. So to be able to see a team that was able to pretty much tick every single box you could ask for as a fan tonight, and not having Nick Dacos, he probably won't even get a Brownlow vote tonight. Like, that's how good some of the players were tonight.
100% agreed. And I just thought our marking too. Like, you saw Memory taking some good marks. You saw McStay taking good marks. Even Checkers at time taking good marks. That's what we need. And it didn't work last week. Yes, all that. But we've got to give it a week to go. Like, every week is different. Every opposition is different. And tonight, our forwards took the most of our opportunities what we have to. And good on us. I thought that was a really good performance from the boys.
Kev, last question. Where was Button Ramish, the great man, asks, where was Brazzy in terms of our best tonight?
Best 5th to 6th play in the comp on the ground, I reckon. Just basically off tonight.
5 or 6?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We'd find a way to get him top 5, top 6 for sure.
That game.
For sure.
No, it's going to be a good review tonight to do. Seeing what happens, what Kane coins. Does he admit that he got it wrong tonight? Does he take back his comments? Because we all know what he said last week. And, people just go by one bad game. You've got 24 weeks of the season plus your 2 buys, so you're gonna have a performance like this week. You don't play well, and you think, how the hell did you lose to this team? How the hell did you lose to that team? Like, we're gonna have up and downs during games, but if we can play like this against the Bulldogs next week, who knows what's gonna happen? So.
Brilliant. You far off from home, Kev?
I'm not far away from home at all. So.
All right. We'll leave you with it. Get home safe and go Pies, Kev.
Go Pies, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Kev, the great man. Mick, you good to go? All right. Egine. Bummer. Mick.
What's going on?
Hey, 6 days later, we're sat in the same positions, and I think we're feeling a little bit better this time around, huh?
Yeah. Exactly, mate. Last week we couldn't even single out one player that played well. Now we're trying to think of players that didn't play, well. So amazing turnaround. Yeah. Did you enjoy the game?
Okay.
Going to the game?
I loved the game, Mick, but I'll tell you what, if it was as sticky, as uncomfortable as it was watching the game at the G, I could only imagine how tough the conditions were for players on both sides. So if that says anything, I think our conditioning's pretty good, Mick. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's like I wasn't really spewing that I didn't get to go. Like I'm a Legends member, and I had like a little window on Wednesday to book my ticket in, and I totally forgot I was at work, and then I realized, fuck. But seeing how hot it was, I don't think I could have been fucked going on a train in this weather. Man. It was so comfortable, knocking down scotches on ice and watching us dominate. It was just perfect. Dan Houston, man, he's worth every cent, mate. Every cent. What a pickup.
Polish.
Yeah. And the Triple M's.
Could have given him the goal.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, man. I'll tell you what. I hope he scores a goal like that against Carlton or on Anzac Day. Oh, man. It'll bring the house down. The Triple M's. All these daydreams that we had in the preseason. We've got the Triple M's. They're going to kick ass. Well, that's what we all hoped for, yeah? 10 goals between them. They all worked well. To be honest, after last week, I wasn't that keen on Membry. I held my tongue, but fuck, he was probably our second best player today. If I was to do a 3-2-1, it'd be Houston, Membry, and Long. Because Ned Long, he's only played about 5 games. Easily his best, obviously, that's his best game for the club. And I was just saying to my mate that if Tom Mitchell played a game like that, we'd be going nuts saying, oh, how good was Mitchell? So we've got to give Ned Long his due for today because he did everything, mate. He went in hard, distributed, got involved in handball chains, had a couple of chances to kick goals. He did everything that was asked for him, and he should be in the team now for the next few weeks just on this game. Yeah. Do you agree with any of that?
I agree with it all wholeheartedly. You say we'll go back to the Triple M. So you say we were dreaming of that or daydreaming of that in the preseason. We saw it in training. We saw it at Richmond. Yes, Membry was disappointing last week, but what we saw tonight in many realms, the forward connection, the pressure, still side bottom having a good preseason, Patrick Lipinski being one of the top performers in the preseason, that all came to fruition tonight. So that was the most pleasing thing that came out of tonight. And Mick, Ben Zero donated $10. Thanks so much, mate. He's actually a member of the channel. He says, took us 4 games to get going last year. So we ticked that. We kicked that anxiety to the curb tonight. We only needed 4 quarters this season. Last week was an abnormality. Attitude makes a difference. And I'll add that game tonight, I can't remember a 4-quarter performance like that in a very long time.
Oh yeah, that was Fly's biggest win. And on the flip side to that, it was Hinkley's biggest loss.
Wow.
Fly's biggest win and Hinkley's biggest loss. So that tells you everything. I can't even remember how many 4-quarter performances have we had over the last 3 years. The Melbourne one, that was a nothing game last year, the last round. We've had 4-quarter performances, but this is probably the most convincing that I've seen. 90 points up. Oh, wow.
What was the commentary like on TV, Mick?
I was watching it on KO. It was all right. Yeah, it was all right. Had what's his name? Anthony Hudson and who's that one that does the cricket as well? What his name? Mark Howard.
Howard.
He gets a bit hysterical sometimes, but he's all right. And Dunstall and he's always going against us, but mate, they had nothing to say. It was just constant praise for the Pies. Our tackling was, I saw this, I don't know what the exact stats are, but they put the stats up on the TV and it was something like 89 to 50 something. I cannot recall a game where we got so many holding the ball posies, holding the ball decisions because we were just tackling like maniacs. Now, you would have watched the game, you were there, so you would have seen how we did it. We take a lot of risks, we crowd the ball, so if that ball gets out, we risk the other team taking it away, and I reckon better teams might, obviously get us there, but it was good to see just the full relentless tackling for 4 quarters. Great to see.
Yeah, you see it at the ground. It's a double-edged sword. The way most teams do it these days, where it's the next man to the ball carrier is to pressure that player. If it gets out, it gets out. But if you can turn it over there, then that's a win. And we did that consistently tonight. We completely shut out Port. I don't know what it was like on TV, but I felt like Connor. I don't even know how many touches he got, but Connor Rosie seemed, if not unsighted, ineffective at least.
Yeah. He got a lot of posies though, and that's the surprising thing. When I saw the stats at the end, he got named as their most possessions, and I hardly saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I hardly noticed
Yeah.
him, so that's surely that
Yeah.
says something, no? I don't know.
And Horn
I'll have to
Francis
watch it
wasn't.
back.
Yeah, Horn Francis, he wasn't effective. Yeah, so yeah, just very, very happy. The season can start like now, and I was copping abuse by Carlton supporters. Oh my God, the last 5 days before their loss, they were giving it to me. They're so entitled. Oh, mate, they haven't done nothing for 30 years, and they just still pile it on. Oh man. Oh
Hey,
yeah,
mate,
it's been a great weekend.
we got the
All right,
last few days have come from the angels above, man.
yeah. All right. So the Goey comes in next week. I'm
We're going
gonna.
there now, are we? We're going there now, huh?
Yeah, we're going there. I'm gonna put a question
Uh,
to you now.
all right.
Pendles. Does he play reserves next week? I'll tell you what. I don't know, man. We look a bit slow with Pendles there. He's 38 years old, man. You can't say it, can you?
Hey, thankfully my name's not Craig McRae. I would say, I think Jordan De Goey will probably get one more week in his conditioning block. He'll get the bye. He'll come back for Carlton. It gives this Pendles substitute and Lockie Sullivan starting experiment another week, and then we can talk. Then hey, give me 2 weeks, and then we can talk about dropping or resting Pendles from the AFL. He won't play VFL, but I'm sure he'll be rested if it gets there. But don't make me think about that tonight, Mick. Come on, don't do that.
Oh man,
trying to enjoy this week.
That's the order.
I will say one thing, Mickey. When Pendles came on, I don't know if you guys could tell watching at home or even if you're at the game, guys, but I've never seen Pendles wanted to score a goal more than what he what it seemed like he wanted in that when he came on as a sub. That's what I saw.
Yeah. How good was Maynard's little cameo of 2 goals in a row? Oh, that was brilliant.
That absolutely sent the crowd.
Yeah.
Kynan says, "This is how the Pies play. Goddamn, praise the Lord." I think the big man's in the fan cams as well. There he is. All right, we'll get you on. We'll get you on, son. There he is. huge. All right, Mick. We've got to keep it moving. We've got some people here who also want to celebrate. So I appreciate you jumping on as always, Mick. You're the man.
No worries, pal. You have a good one. All right.
All right. Take care.
No worries.
Mick, the great man. Kynan, give us a double cobra if you're ready to go. There he is. Can you do that again for the crowd one more time?
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that McStay and Membry or?
It's more like Ned Long and Schultz.
Damn.
I love Schultz, bro. That game, I've been a day one Schultzer, and everyone hated me for it. But I love him. I love what he does.
There it is.
Oh, bro, the pressure, the tackles, just the 1%ers, man. They're top tier.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like, bro, I was sitting there, I was drinking. It was fucking good. I didn't have to worry. It was great.
You're from Adelaide, aren't you, Kynan?
Yes.
So you must have some Port Adelaide mates to have some nice conversations in the next few days.
Yeah, I got a few messages tonight. Just a few. They messaged me and they were like, "Wow, can we get rid of Ken Hinkley, please?" It's like, bro, you guys keep saying get rid of Ken Hinkley like it isn't the players that aren't playing properly.
Yeah, I think
like,
Ken's
bro,
done enough.
Membry 4 goals, bro. Oh, bro, that game was just amazing.
They had so many touches today. Like what Membry had 17,
nearly 20,
21. Damn.
And the accuracy, they're just clinking goals. They weren't missing. There was a few misses here or there, but they just were bang, 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 bang goals. And Jamie, holy shit, without the back problem, he's flying for contests. He's laying ridiculous tackles. He's kicking really accurately. He just looks 110% better than he did last year, and it's amazing. It's great.
Yeah,
Ah,
that foot injury rattled him halfway through last year, didn't it?
oh, yeah, and his back problem that he had.
Yeah.
Now that's all gone. Oh, dude, Ned Long. Praise needs to be said for him.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That is probably one of the best like newer players I've seen have one of their games.
Can he be
I
tackled?
reckon I don't think he can. At least it's very fucking hard to.
Does he look faster? I said something in my video yesterday. I said Ned Long's got speed, but I also said in the same sentence, kind of, I said he's a bulldozer and he's got some speed. I probably needed to provide more context, and I think what I was trying to say was because he's able to break tackles and break through packs, it makes him look a little bit more explosive than maybe what he is when you look at the running numbers. Does that make sense?
I don't think he looks inflated at all. I think he fits right into that role.
Yeah.
He plays so much like Dane Swan. Like it's crazy how similar they play. The bursting through, the getting the ball, just knocking it forward, the way Dane Swan used to play.
Interesting. I'd like to know what the chat think about that. Swanee.
Personally, that was me. I just think the way that he just kept hitting it forward, chaos ball, smack it forward at all costs. That's the way we play, and that's the way we win. And that's evident tonight by a nearly 100-point win on a decent side.
How did the doggies win?
By like 3 goals, I think it was. Two or 3 goals.
Okay, we can
North
smell some blood.
North gave him a run. Yeah, North gave him a run for their money.
Okay.
Shockingly, I didn't expect that.
Ned
I don't know who's gonna go out for Jordan De Goey.
Yeah, you reckon he comes
who goes
back
out for
week,
him?
though? You reckon he comes back next week?
It's hard to tell. His injury did look really bad, so unless they rest him for another week to confirm that he's better, maybe. But then, like, who do you take out? Houston was holy shit. I want to give him my firstborn child. Like, he was unreal. I saw Dan Gorang's video, and he was like, "Paul, why'd you give away your best player for a bag of chips?"
Gorange is he's having a tough one.
He's funny. Yeah, that Richmond
doing
game.
it rough. He's doing it rough.
Yeah. I like
game
Sully.
versus Ed Allen's game was a good comment by
Yeah,
Ramage. I
for
like
sure.
Long's
Yeah.
game better than Ed Allen's.
Ned has he's a bulldozer. He just bursts through those packs. He just can't. Yeah, I mean, if he tidies up his kicking and handballing a bit, I reckon he's the next Jordan De Goey.
Nah. Chill.
Nah. I'm saying that shit now.
Nah.
I'm saying it now.
Nah, you're gonna get flamed, bro. You're gonna get flamed.
They can flame me all they want. Just say it to my face.
First Dane Swan, now Jordan De Goey. Come on, I can't save you.
No. Hey,
own it. It's cool.
I will.
Cool.
I will. Absolutely.
My guy.
No, but I'm just saying the way he plays, not to the level of how good he is.
Yeah,
just the way he plays.
Nah,
but
cool,
yeah,
like cool.
that game was just it's everything I wanted to see the Pies play last week. Everything I wanted to see they did this week. Double the tackles in the third quarter. Like you can't make that shit up. When you have double the tackles you had, then the opposition, that you're just gonna win games. Like it's that simple. Just I can't find any negatives. IQ played an amazing game. I reckon Quainwell probably played one of his best games.
Yeah, he was really good. His repeat efforts, his pressure on the ball carry was great. The power went out last week, Kynan, but there was a giant shock tonight. I'll tell you that much. That went through the Collingwood faithful. So that was nice. Yeah.
Hey man, we're too old. We're too slow. What happened?
Cramps.
Yeah, dude, the amount of cramp jokes I heard during the week. Oh my god, so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, that was just everything that Collingwood needed to do. Rough, hard game, hit it forward, just hard balls, just straight.
It was it was a throwback to 23. That's for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. I reckon with Houston in there, Darcy Moore's going to get better because towards the end of that game, he started picking up on the contested marks.
Yeah. Darcy's still got some work to do, but he was okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
probably his harshest critic. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we know.
I'm his harshest, you know.
But
he's
yeah,
still working.
like I mean, yeah, like there's nothing else I can really say. That game was the definition of a Collingwood style game.
We love it, mate. We absolutely love it.
Can't say much else. It was
What time?
almost
It's
pitch perfect.
half an hour behind, by the way, Kynan.
Yeah, it's 11-11 right now.
Make a wish, baby.
I wish to win the premiership.
Mm.
That'll be nice. And also,
Yeah.
if we don't sign Bobby Hill at the end of the year, I'm gonna freak out.
Mm.
That man's efforts are just unmatched. He didn't do much today, but just the way he threw himself at every contest, it was just something you can't ingrain in someone. It just has to be there, and the boys proved that tonight. That they have what it takes to win. It's just whether or not they want it hard enough. And
Bulldogs
they did.
next Friday at the G. That'll be nice.
Mate. Bro, I'm sick of Nick Dacos getting held every contest. It shits me, bro. Every single throw up, he is held. And they don't call it. He's getting the star player tax on him, man.
That's what they do to the champions. That's what they do to the champions.
It's ridiculous. Like, Nick didn't do much, besides for a few moments there, he did a lot. But, like, overall, he just gets held. It's like Mason Cox all over again. Just getting held on every contest he goes up to.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Moore was
and
good.
Coxie's coming back.
Good. Darcy was good, guys. Darcy was good, but relative to his lofty standards, I feel like he probably still had a couple more opportunities to clunk some intercepts, particularly early in the game. I think, as some of you were saying, give him maybe a month or two to sort of ease into it. Dan Houston definitely alleviates some pressure. Dan Houston has aerial ability defensively as well, guys. So keep that in mind. He's not just someone who can do damage with the ball.
I think he had 11 intercept possessions this game.
Houston?
Yep, 11.
Wow.
I think that's what I remember it being 11 out of like his 26 touches I think he had.
Wow.
That's why I'm saying, man, he deserves every bit of penny we gave him. Every single one. And also, same with Reef. He's getting better, and I'm liking what he's doing. Even if he isn't intercepting, he's just stopping the marks, and that's all you need from someone.
He's a battler.
Because Houston, Maynard, and Perryman will pick it up. Dude, Perryman, holy. That was probably one of his best games I've ever seen him play. He was everywhere. Literally everywhere on the ground. I don't think I saw him at one contest where he wasn't tackling someone, shepherding, handballing, just doing something. He was impacting it. I guarantee you he probably had a 97% efficiency rate.
Fair.
I'll put money on it. All game, everything he did, there was something that infected the game in a good way.
The man.
The 3 pickups we got, man, they've just made this team infinitely better.
They've given us something nice to sleep on tonight, so that's good.
Absolutely. I'll let you go. Peace.
No, you're legend, mate. Appreciate you.
Easy. Have a good one, boys.
See you, bro. All right. The god of Supercoach. You ready, my man? The green screen king. Here he is. My man.
Hey, mate. How you going?
Feeling really good. How about you?
Oh, mate. Absolutely pumped. I was there tonight, and oh, my God. It just an amazing feeling. I was so nervous. And I don't know. I mean, Kane Corn said it in his walk and talk that Port can't win the flag with a succession plan with Ken Inkley and Josh Carr. So, and we definitely saw that tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, well, who wears the brunt of the responsibility for that? Is it Josh Carr? Is it Ken Hinkley? Is it the players? Like, where do you go with that? So that's what's going to make it conflicting.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear Kane roast his own club, and he better do it, because I tell you what, if he doesn't, there'll be that many people coming after him. I like Kane. I'm one of the rare. I like him. I think he's funny. I think I love his hot takes, and I think he's actually right 70-80% of the time as well. So
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see where he goes with that.
Yeah, he definitely has some atrocious calls, but I'd probably lean on your side of your opinion in the sense that I probably think Kane isn't actually too bad. He's a little bit refreshing. Sometimes he goes a little bit overzealous with some of his statements, but yeah, if 70% of your calls are good and 30% of them are garbage, then I think that's a net win, isn't it? A net positive.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But anyway, back to the Pies, man.
I see a comment from you. You say, and I want to bring this up. I can't wait to give my take on Long. I think it's interesting, and I'm all ears. We're all ears here.
Yeah. No, Ned Long. Okay. I think he played a good game. I think it's definitely his best game for the club.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually don't mind Ned Long. However,
keep going.
Whenever he had a disposal in the forward half, it didn't look that good. Yes, his crash and bash was amazing, and his contested ball was great. But every time he had a kick in and around that forward half, I don't think it hit a target. And like, yes, there's a lot of hype on how well he played and whatnot, but I don't know. Do you agree with me, or?
How do I approach this one? So, without looking at the numbers, so I'm going to put my phone down because I was going to cheat and look at the numbers. But you're right. Look, forward of center, he's not going to give you that piercing kick going inside 50. He's never going to be that player. Never. There's a reason why he got delisted from Hawthorn. There's a reason why he's a rookie player here. He's just that in and under player who can tackle like a beast. He can absorb tackles. He is there for balance in the midfield. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a hit with his kicks going inside 50. It actually worked out quite well for him, I would say, going inside 50, but it wasn't like he was hitting players on a tit. He was just putting it within the hot spots of the forward 50. That's all it was. So I agree, but my question back to you would probably be, are you willing to have that for the sake of the balance of your midfield with what we have available right now? And if you want to throw Jordan De Goey in there as well, what does it all look like to you? Do you have an alternative, or what's your thoughts?
Well, I think Ned Long's. I think he's better than Sullivan. So I think you can put Ned Long above Sullivan. I was completely shocked when I saw Pendles was sub. I saw my multi get voided. I was like, what the fuck?
Most of us, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right in the sense you need that Tom Mitchell type. Like, you need that player to put their body on the line and just put their head over the ball and just get the hands out to that running player, like your Nick Dacos or your Jack Crisp or whatnot.
Yep.
But yeah, I think you do need a player like that. So I'm happy to give up, as much as it hates me to say it, I'm happy to give up the elite disposal of Pendlebury if it means winning more clearances. But
Yeah.
in saying that, Pendles is my absolute GOAT. I've got about 3 prints of him in my room. I love him to death. He's my absolute idol. Yeah, exactly. Like, look at this, mate. Like,
yeah.
There's a reason why this is my favorite photo from the grand final. Like,
yeah.
But when it's all said and done, I don't know. I do think that you do have to. I do think he is a bit of a super sub though, because I do think he looked really lively when he came on, and he almost looked quick. It was ridiculous because he had fresh
Almost.
legs. He almost looked quick.
Yeah.
So I do think you have to keep him as that sub, and I don't think you can put him. You can't take him out of the side. I think you can put him at sub, but you can't go further than that. You're taking Sullivan out for DeGoey, 100%.
Yeah. I reckon we'll settle with that. I think what we're looking at right now, based on Ned Long's current form, 5 clearances, by the way, which is that'd be close to a game high. Where was he? It was Ollie Wines 10 clearances, Horn Francis 7, DC 7, Rosie 5, Long 5. So yeah, I think you'd go drop Sully, DeGoey in, Ned Long. We'll roll with this Pendlebury as the super sub. As much as it hurts, we're gonna have to bloody I think Fly has ripped the band-aid off for everyone tonight by playing Pendles as a sub. I still don't. We won by 100 points, but I feel like some part of me felt like we lost tonight because of
I agree. Like a part of my soul is just it's gone. It is absolutely
Can't
gone.
say it felt like this. I can't say I felt like this when we've won so convincingly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Every goal we kicked, like I was there and I was celebrating the goals, but it was almost like there's a part of me that's just, well, none of those goals impacted Scott Pendlebury impacted whatsoever, and it's just so rare. I can't believe it, to be honest. Like when it's all said and done, I'm gonna be in my room for a week crying. Like it's that ridiculous. It's that sad.
I might just cry tonight for the sake of it.
Yeah,
Get it out early.
honestly, like
yeah.
Anyway, like another thing on Darcy Moore, I think his game was better. It was better. However, that first 10 minutes, I was having major concerns. Lukosius was killing him in the first 10 minutes. I think because he was on Lukosius for the first 10 minutes, and Lukosius was lucky. Moore was lucky that Lukosius dropped an uncontested mark. No one was around him, and then I think Lukosius kicked a point, I think he kicked the first goal of the game as well. I don't know. It just didn't seem like Moore was. I don't know. I love Darcy Moore, and I think his All Australians were fully deserved. But you need a man up, mate. Like you can't just. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I think with Darcy, like you can't fake form, and he didn't have form all last year, so he's still gonna have to work into it this year. So that's the positive outlook on it. He had 3 intercept marks tonight. Probably if he clunked a couple more, could have had close to 6 or 7. Those spoils that he had were a lot of them were dropped marks, but also there were a few decent punches within those attempted marks as well. I just think we have to be patient with him. And like I said before, I'm his harshest critic, but I think just got to give him a bit of time and hopefully he comes back. He returns to the All-Australian form that he was in 23, where just anything that came his way, he would take that mark.
Yeah, 100%. Tell you what, those game conditions tonight, like I was sitting in the stands, I was sweating. I played a pracky game down at Casey Fields today at 12:30 in the afternoon, 36-degree heat. We could only play for 50, 60 minutes because it was just that cooked. Like
I was going to say, most leagues they called off all their pracky matches. What league are you playing in?
Vafa.
The Vafa didn't call it off. What club
we played an inch club.
Yeah, right. What club is this, if you don't mind me asking?
Old Zavs.
Old Zavs. Are they Prem B, Prem A?
Prem A.
Prem C? Fuck, big boys.
Yeah, well, I'm not in Prem A, but No, I'm lower down, mate. I'm lower down. But
Mate,
no,
kudos to you playing in this weather. It was unbelievable. But how sticky was it at the G?
oh mate, it was even like walking from the station to the G. It was just painful. Like I couldn't believe it. It was sticky. I don't know, wet. And then when you're sitting in the stands, obviously as a supporter, like you're a bit hotter than you are usually. I did sweat quite a bit, but I couldn't imagine what the players were going through out there. And I don't know. I think it was hilarious that none of our players cramped. I think maybe one, I can't remember who it was. Maybe one did at some point in the last quarter. But I sent out a tweet and added Kane Corn saying, mate, where were the cramps tonight? So
who was your best on? I don't think I've asked you that.
My best on?
Yep.
Oh, you can't go past Steele. You just can't. That performance was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it.
He was ubiquitous,
And-
that man. He was just everywhere, omnipresent, whatever you want to bloody call it.
Yeah. And to think that I genuinely thought that Steele would hang it up before Pendles. Like 2 years ago. And now might be the other way around, mate. Might be the other way around, unfortunately.
Look, as long as we get our fair serving of one or the other throughout the remainder of this year, we can worry about them sailing off into the sunset after we win the flag and at the end of this year, right?
Oh man, I bloody hope so. Hope so.
Are you going to the doggies next week?
Yeah, I'll be there. I try to get to all the G games. So
yeah, it is a game with the G, isn't it? Because they've
Dogs home game.
Yeah. I think it's their 150th or 100th in the league. I think that's what they're celebrating this year, and that's their showcase game.
Yeah, it makes sense to do it in a nice fashion and lose by 50 points.
There it is.
No,
what are your thoughts on Lipinski tonight?
Ooh, Liverpool was good. Oh no, Liverpool was good. He did what I want my winger to do. Like I don't know, kicking balls. He was kicking it to the target pretty much every time. Good handballs, running forward. Yeah, I don't know. He probably had 20 touches and a goal, like something like that.
Yeah, 24 and 1.
Yeah,
He was that real connection piece,
exactly.
wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He was. I don't know. He was either the guy that would receive the handball and kick it inside 50, or he'd be in that linking chain of handballs forward. So, no, I really liked it.
Gracious. Tim Membry, mate, 11 score involvements. That would have to be a career high. If that's not a career high, let's find out.
He had a couple of goal assists as well.
Yep. He had, let's see. I think he had 2 or 3. I think it was 2. Bobby had 3, the goal assist magician. Let me just fact check this quickly. Score involvements. Okay, so he's had 12 in 2016. So in 9 years later, he's managed to put together another 11 score involvements. So that's nice. The Q was quiet. Did we speak about Q? Did we address Q?
I mean, he did his job. There's no negatives on Q's game. Yeah, maybe he could have rebounded a bit more, but there was nothing negative about his game. I didn't think. Anyway.
Where is he? Yeah, I mean, he just sort of just was in the right place. He was quiet because, if it's one of those games, it just felt like it didn't really fall in his direction. I thought that when he was asked to chase and apply pressure, I thought he was there. I thought he was okay with when he did have the ball. But when Dan Houston and Josh Dacos are doing all the rebounding for you, and Darcy Moore and Brazzy Maynard are competing, it's just one of those games where, because of the role you play and the positions you're in certain times, you're just not going to have the same amount of impact. Like what Nick Dacos and Dan Houston, between the two of them, had nearly 20 intercept possessions.
Yeah, exactly. So, and even like Brazzy kicking 2 goals in a row. I don't think he's kicked 2 in a game, let alone 2 in a row. So I reckon he was a bit selfish in that. He was. I reckon he was a bit salty. He was always looking for the around the back handball when someone was 50 out to try and kick a goal. I reckon he was really thirsty for one. And as soon as he could get that play on advantage, he took it. So no, but
that was as loud. That was as loud as it got at the G, didn't it?
Oh, when he kicked his second, I reckon it got really loud. That first one was quite loud, but yeah, that second one, absolutely nuts. You could see all the play. I think about 15 players got around him for the second one.
Yeah.
So
that was cathartic. It was nice. Good energy. Good for the soul.
Oh yeah. And I can't tell you enough how nerve-wracking, how nervous I was going into this game.
It was an ominous feeling, wasn't it?
Because you just lose by 50 points to a side who you thought, no Jesse Hogan, no Jake String, you should probably beat this team. And then going like I was being in the most negative mindset, like we're gonna finish bottom 4, bottom 6. Like I was having all these emotions because like remember 2021, we thought we'd have.
Don't. Yuck.
Yeah, but exactly. We thought we'd have an okay year. We thought we'd go all right. We thought 2020 was just 16 games in the year, whatever. We'll be better. We'll be better next year, and it just didn't happen. So I don't know that it was a big relief. I'm not gonna make the call that we're gonna make finals yet, but I'm very. I think we're a good chance.
We're thereabouts. We're going to be thereabouts. We're just going to keep showing up, keep playing the minutes, win the moments. You know what Fly likes to say in his presses.
Yeah.
You know the cliches.
If we don't beat Dogs, mate, with their depleted list, we don't have a good record against the Dogs either, from memory. Our last 5 or 6 games, it's not good. But we should.
We played them at the G though.
Oh, we never play them at the G.
No.
But like thinking about it, like they're looking at no Liam Jones, no Bonds, no Treloar, no Jamara. Like that's their spine. Their whole spine is gone. So if you can't beat the Dogs at the G on a Friday night, we're back on the fraud list, to be honest. As good as this win is, I don't know if you agree with that, but
ultimately, man, I'm just glad that, because I was really feeling a sense of deja vu starting to creep in tonight. And when I say that, I'm talking about the fact that we were 0-3 last year. I was like, I just can't deal with doing the same thing we did last year after everything we've been through. Tonight does show, at the very least, we've learned some lessons, and what we achieved in off-season and in the preseason, acquisition, training, standards, conditioning, it was all present and there to be seen tonight, and ticks the boxes and tells you we don't want to be where we were at the start of last year, and we've done that well starting tonight.
Yeah. No, I'm immensely happy with this performance. I mean, like another player who just, I don't know, I had a lot of doubts on, and it's Mr. Doesn't Miss a Game. Jack Crisp just showed me that he's good. He's good. So, but yeah, I mean, like, just I had my doubts on Membry after that first game. And I remember coming on here after the Richmond game and saying Membry will kick 45 plus goals. And I'm back on that train. Because, gee, he looked good. And another thing from the Richmond game, we both said, look, this is the first time we've seen Collingwood smack a team in like 10 years. It's been a long time, more than 10 years. 2011, probably. And I was only like 7 at that time. So, but yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, I don't even think Craig McRae's won a game by half the margin we won by tonight.
Yeah, maybe our biggest win was against GWS in 2023, perhaps at the G.
Yeah,
that was probably our biggest win. Which is, it's what was it tonight? Was it 91 points tonight or 89?
91, yeah.
Yeah, righto. Well, there you go. How good.
Very good.
How good. All right, mate. We've got a couple more, so we better keep moving.
I'll let you keep cracking on. Have a good one, mate.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
No worries, mate. Cheers.
See you, mate. Bye. Nick, you good to go? All right. Talk to me.
Unfortunately, I couldn't really go to the game. 35 degrees was too much for me because last time I went on a train to the city like that. I had a seizure on the train.
Oh, that's no
So
good.
unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the game this week. But it's great to see Collingwood smash Port Adelaide again. And so just watch the game and had some finger licking goods.
Hey, there it is.
So what's your thoughts on the game?
Nick, come a little bit closer to your microphone if you don't mind.
Okay.
Come a bit closer so
Is
we
that
can
any
hear you
better?
a bit. We can see your beautiful face a little bit clearer. Try me now.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that'll do. What I think about the game?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, this is the post-game show. We want to hear what Nick thought about the game. You guys will hear enough from me in the next few days. You tell me, what did you see?
I was just it was a bit of a surprise to see it. I'm pretty everybody's already said this, but I was a bit surprised to see Scotty on the not on the bench as a sub. And but when I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Probably just manage him a bit. You were at the G, yeah?
Yeah.
How was it down there?
Bloody sucked. So I can only imagine how much it sucked out. When I say it sucked, the weather sucked. So the players, kudos. They bloody did well.
Kudos, yeah. I don't know how they do it. In weathers like that. I just don't. But the players that really I really enjoy watching was everybody already said Ned Long. But nobody's really mentioned, unfortunately, no one's really mentioned about Harry Perman just yet.
What do you think of what do you make of his game?
I think he did very good on hold on, Horn Francis. I think we may have found ourselves like the way he done his role tonight. He kind of gave me a bit of like a Levi Greenwood 2.0, if that makes any sense. That defensive tag and a bit of a aggression there. So yeah, and as you mentioned about the Q about Q, as that Kramer, I don't know if you agree, but he kind of remind the way he shaved off or the way he cut off his hair. Do you agree he looks a little bit like Harry O?
Yeah, I see a little bit of Harry O'Brien in him. Definitely, that's a good shout. 100%. I definitely see that.
Collingwood fans, just about Harry O. I'm talking about in the 2010 prime, and 11 prime, not when he went to Melbourne and became such a jerk. So don't fire at me on that. I'm talking about 2010 when he had his dreadlocks. But when he cut it off and he was still on our side, that's what I'm talking about before he went to Melbourne. So please don't go
No,
off
you're
me
right.
on
You're
that.
right. No one's gonna hate you, mate. No one's gonna hate you for that. No one's gonna hate you for that. Who was your best on?
Well, that's. I'm probably gonna have to go with maybe. I'll probably have to go with Net Long. I really want to say Harry Perryman because how well he did his just his small things, just keep Horn Francis quiet. But apart from that, Net Long, he did a very, very good job for us. And I almost forgot. Tim Embry was very good kicking those very important goals in the first quarter. So yep, and summer, and I can't, and just like the rest of this army said, I can't wait to see what Corn's response is later in the week. I'm pretty sure he's going, oh no, I didn't say that. I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't say any of that. I got a feeling he's just gonna just roll back up. I didn't say that.
I'm sure whatever he said, I'm sure he'll own it. He's a man of his word to a certain extent anyways. So what about Dan Houston? How'd you like his game?
Yeah, I was very keen. Was really excited to see Dan Houston. But yeah, no, he did very good across halfback. So now kind of think of it, he really does balance out the team. I can see why we had some troubles back in the opening round now, because we were kind of missing that dash off halfback. So, and yeah, I was really amazed by some of his about his efforts. So not like you said, not just run and carry the ball, but aerial.
Yep.
Up in the air.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What was it? 11 intercept possessions for Dan Houston. So that's unbelievable.
Yeah, still a bit disappointed that the umpire said no, you got to stand behind your mark, and we did not get that Houston goal we were dying to see.
Maybe we'll get it next week or against Carlton.
Yeah, I was going to say next week.
You don't want to, we saw a lot of good things tonight. Maybe we'll save some other good things like Dan Houston kicking his first goal for the club. Maybe we'll see that next week. And then Perryman can kick his first goal for the club against Carlton.
And here's the other thing about the commentators, because you weren't watching it on TV. They called Collingwood supporters, we are very greedy.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah. Because it's just something like just some what was it? Yeah, it was about the Harry Perryman kick for goal. And obviously we weren't very happy about that call, but we were already smashing them, so that's when they called us.
Oh, the Houston kick for goal or Perryman kick for goal?
Yes, the Houston kick for goal. Sorry.
No, you're right. Yeah, we are greedy. We are greedy. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah,
we have high standards.
We can be a bit greedy. But can you I'm pretty sure the rest of your viewers might like this, but can you please maybe a bit later in the week or whenever you can, maybe do an analysis on this game about what we did right compared to what we did back in opening round?
Yeah, I'll look to include something in the review just to paint the picture a little bit clearer. I can do that for you, Nick. I can do that for everyone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody will like to see that because we're not going to start talking about it until Friday.
Yeah, I know. So another. This is it's Sunday now, but yeah, 6-day break.
Yeah, but no, the rest of the week we're still going to sleep very well, and we're just going to go on about it.
All right, Nick. Pleasure having you on, mate. As always.
Yeah, pleasure.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, it's not so extremely hot like a 35-degree day. Yeah, brilliant. All right, Nick. Take care, mate. You too. Have a nice night, guys. Bye-bye. Boomer. I think
Boomer, one of the OGs.
Me
There he
man,
is. I
you
can
can
hear
hear
ya.
me? Yeah,
Yes,
then
yeah.
me fucking Mike. Mike pegged out on me last time, so I didn't go to sleep. I just yelled at me mic, and I thought I better stop because it might come on and you'll hear me and think I'm cursing you. Okay.
How have you been?
Oh, a little bit under the weather. Fuck, it's hot, man. Especially where I am because I'm up in the hotter part of Victoria.
Yep.
Anyway, things beginning with C. Kane Corns, Kingy, and Carlton fans. I got receipts, boys. I'm coming for you. Life's not going to be pleasant because you guys cooked us last week and we weren't done. We were just tired. I spoke to an old guy who used to actually work at South Melbourne, and he said the reason people don't play well up at GWS is because this is weird, man, but it makes sense. Because it's got cow shit, it grows differently, and it's like trying to run with stops through shagpole carpet. And I thought, fuck yeah, the way Nick was cramping up, that makes sense. So GWS, they really did catch us out. We kept long bombing it in. They gave us a football lesson, but I reckon it's the best kind of lesson because all the coaching in the world doesn't sting you like a fucking loss like that. And didn't they come out tonight and show it? And I have no best other than Membry, the way he came on, those 2-3 at the start, got us rolling. We all just looked around. Our greats weren't that great, but our mediums were fucking great. So what a game. Go Pies. And as shit house as last week was, tonight I'm fucking buzzing, mate. I really enjoyed watching everything. With regards to the comment where the commentators said we were greedy, it wasn't nasty or anything or bitter. He was just saying that they'd rather win by 100 points, and we would. Now, tonight we put them to the sword. It is Fly's biggest win ever. It's also Hinkley's lowest loss. But here's the thing: it's the last time we put a side to the sword. I got a feeling was Port last year by about 40 or so. We had a lot of close wins, but the best win I think was against Port. So we'd already put them to bed, and it's been 5 in the last 5 we've beaten them. So they're our bitches, man. I like that.
Yeah,
And
the monkey's on their back, that's for sure.
Yeah. You sound really cactus, man. The G is fucking hot, isn't it, on a hot day?
Yeah, I've never experienced the G quite like. I never really go to the cricket. I've been to the cricket at Marvel, and that was a shocker. But yeah, this was a different type of feeling.
Yeah. Look, what happens now? Thinking about this, if you go from AFL era, they've now got the extra week between the finals and the home and away series. There's the middle of the week bye, and then now there's this extra round 0, which is fucking bullshit. So we're now starting 3 weeks into summer, and I think that's been tried many, many times in the past, and it's all still too hot. It's still summer now. And I don't know about you, man, but I don't like running around on hot grounds. Footy's a fucking winter sport. We put on whites and played cricket in summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But try telling that to the northern states.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, true. But think of the years to come when you're a rotten old bastard who's 45, 50, and you're saying to your sons, oh, yeah, and back in the early 20s, well, we had this round 0, and they're going to say, what was that for? How are you going to explain that to your kids when you go, oh, yeah, around 0? Well, they put this extra round, then give us a bye 3 weeks later, and it's so fucked up that you don't get a proper ladder read on the ladder until about round 7. And then you have a bye in the middle of the year anyway. But it's like, it's just so fucked up. And look, we got a hard draw this year, but I reckon bring it on. We could be anywhere from 0-8 to 8-0. You know, it's just a hard game. But we didn't get a favourable draw, but that's us. But the old Carlton boys. Now, it's something I've got to say. As much as we love Pommy Oz, and he's a fantastic presenter and creator and everything. I've got nothing but kudos for Pommy Oz, but watching his live stream, his watch party, I saw all the moods of a Carlton sport, and they get their club does worse to them than ours does to us. He was bubbly and confident at the start. Halfway through the game, he's a little bit there, but still, no, we'll come back. We got this. And then, by the way, halfway through the third quarter, he was disappearing, coming back, sitting down. not losing the plot, but he actually disclosed, like, and our club president sends a dick pic and then organises a publicity agency to get him off the hook. And like, oh, Pommy Laws, it's actually worth watching. He's almost a broken man. But shout out to you if you're out there, Pom. I love your work too. But it's so funny just watching all that. But all in all, dude, now we're now 1 and 2.
There he is.
Hey. He's there.
He's-
Oh, Pom,
he's there.
that must have been so hard. I feel for you, mate. I remember 1979, so I I've only got so much pity for you, but yeah, it was just great to watch. I love your content, bud. Anyway, we're now 1 and 2, which is like we were in 2023. That GWS
1 and 1.
round.
Hold on. 1 and 1.
What?
Slow down.
What?
1 and 1, not 1 and 2.
Oh, sorry, we're 1 and 1. Now we've got
Yeah.
Footscray next week, and we have Degoe back. But they're missing. Are they still missing Bont and Trelaw?
Yep.
I think, and it's at the G.
Yes.
So that's okay. I'm going to go on a limb and say I'm confident we'll be 1 and 2. But anyway, we were 1 and 1 in 2023. It was then 1 and 2. Then it was 2 and 2. Then it was 2 and 3, I think. And then Craig had to go and have a meeting or something. And then I think it was we evened it up at 3-3, and then we won 12 on the trot. But so good luck for this year for us. I reckon the boys played so well tonight. Not so much. The good thing about our forward line now is it's a whack-a-mole scenario, where if McStay don't get you, memory will pop up, and Checkers can now take a mark further downfield, and he can look across to the fat side where he's got a memory leading at 90 degrees, or he's got a long kick down to McStay saying, I don't know about McStay in the ruck, but it seems to be working. What do you think?
It was good. It was unusual to keep our entire forward line down last week. Like, that was something that was unprecedented. Even when we were playing bad last season, I felt like there were always forwards that were still popping up. We were still efficient going inside 50. Last week was just a complete abomination. What we had, our scoring percentage going inside 50 was something we hadn't seen in a very long time. They kept down, like I said, it was a whack-a-mole. Well, bloody Sam Fowler whacked all the moles and kept them all down. But tonight they were hard to keep down.
I think last year we were probably delivering it from too far out and taking long bombs from just inside the 50, whereas now there are a lot of closer to the teeth of goal. And when you look at the good old Blue Baggers, that's when they're playing well. They're getting their Mackays and their Kernos are getting it well in the 50. So it's the guys downfield getting it to the tall hands. Now, McStay is not the player who sticks his hands up like a Mason Cox might. McStay is your run 2 or 3 steps into that little clear patch and take a mark. Memory, I'm still trying to suss out. And Checkers has got no pressure now. He's not going to be getting the best back, man. So, dude, we're going to kick a lot of goals with Darcy Moore, too. A lot of people are bagging him. 7 contests, 2 draws, 5 wins. So, the double-fisted punch last week, I thought, don't do that. You never double-fist punch. But Darcy Moore, I think, did he put in a good game from where you were?
He was good, but he's not at his best yet, and that's the standard I hold him towards. That's where we need him to win a flag. That's where we need him. We don't need him to be okay or good. I think he needs to be great. He's our captain. He's a former All Australian. He has that capacity. He's just not there yet, and I think we'll see that at some point throughout the year. It will come back.
Yeah, I agree too, and I totally agree. When I first saw IQ as a rookie back in, when was it, 2017, I think, 18, I said, there's another Harry O, and there's the basis for a future flag. I actually called that on IQ when I saw him, and yes, I agree now. He does look like, what's Harry's real name? Lumumba. I think he prefers to be called that. Yeah, Herita, that's it, Herita Lumumba. Yeah, which I believe he preferred to be called. But anyway, mate, there's other people in the queue, I guess. Would that be right?
No, you're going to be the last one, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. What other things happened in the game that were of interest? Bobby had a bad one, but then still comes up and kicks through.
Give me your Pendlebury take. Give me your Pendlebury take.
Oh, look, dude, we're faster without him. Super sub, tactical sub. They didn't exchange a like for like Jerry Howe and him. They're managing the older players. I think that's a good thing because we don't want a repeat of last year where 4 players, of which Pendles was one, came back in at once. Pendles, Checkers, De Goey and someone else. And Lipper has lifted his game finally. That's also good to see. But I think all these young guys, mate. But anyway, I'm going to say go Pies. I'm looking forward to these fan cams and commiserations to all Carlton supporters, apart from Palmer Nods because you're okay. But to the other ones, I'm coming for you. So, anyway, been good, Anthony. What about you? Did you have a good night tonight, other than the heat?
Mate, I'm great, and I think we're all great in here, so that's great.
I look forward to your match tomorrow, and I'll let you go and let you sign off and say see you later and peace out and go fucking Pies.
Cheers, Boomer. Take care, mate.
Hey, quick shout out to the Tigers. That's probably one of their best games they've ever played, and I think they'll never have played another as good as that. They really did do well. Good on you, Tigers. As much as I hate you. Cheers, guys. Peace out.
See you, Boomer. Bye. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. Thank you all for sticking around. It's 12:30. I'm not sure how many of you have fallen asleep in bed while this is on. I don't know if that's something you guys do. It's something I do normally. So, yeah, a good win. And we get to sort of soak it up and hopefully take some form into the game against the Dogs on Friday. We'll do the review will be coming tomorrow morning. And then we have the fan takeaways as well. So if you follow me on Instagram, pies_footy on my story, you have an opportunity to share your fan takeaways. If I feel like it carries some amount of substance and there's thought put towards that comment, then I will share it and react to it. And you will see that video tomorrow evening. So 2 videos tomorrow and then a bunch of live streams going into the game against the Doggies. I appreciate you all. And yeah, never too high, never too low. Remember that, guys. Go Pies.